I am not a superhero, and I do not have superpowers. Yet despite this, ordinary people and some unlikely characters can be heroes to others. All that it takes is some common sense and the desire to do what is right. Indeed, some heroes come in oddly shaped packages. If you indulge me for the next few minutes, I will demonstrate why such heroes are needed. Environmental crime, such as pollution and the clearing of native vegetation, has devastating effects on victims. Human victims can include those presently living, like you and I, but also the next generation, if the effects of that crime are passed on to that generation. Non-human victims can include trees, plants, animals such as our friend the koala, and the environment more generally. Now, the problem with modern prosecution of environmental crime is the fact that victims' voices are very rarely heard. Now, the reason for this is obvious. They do not speak with a human tongue. It is nonsense to suggest that I ask a fetus, a tree, or even a koala what they need following environmental offending. It is not nonsense, however, to suggest that I ask some human expert who is versed in those needs what those needs actually are and consider those needs during prosecution. Essentially, my research is proposing the use of human guardians as representatives of the environment. Perhaps Dr. Zeus could be considered a pioneer in this area, for way back in 1971, the Loryx exclaimed, "I am the Loryx. I speak for the trees. I speak for the trees have no tongues." Now, such human guardians can be accommodated in modern prosecution through the use of restorative justice conferencing. Now, let's not get bogged down in definitions, but a restorative justice conference is essentially a facilitated dialogue between victims and an offender. It is thought that such conferencing will better meet the needs of victims and better make offenders accountable. The world needs more heroes, for a world without trees, plants, animals, and a healthy environment would not be a very pleasant world to live. Thank you.